All right, it's freezing. We're working on the 4Runner and we're gonna replace all of the vacuum lines. Before we get started, I just wanted to note this is a 2000 model and it's a 2-wheel drive. So if you have a 4-wheel drive, you're gonna have a couple more vacuum lines to help operate the 4-wheel drive. I know that one comes off the front of the intake manifold, but you'll have to look up a diagram for the 4x4. So just wanted to say that. Gonna go through them one by one. I bought a kit online that I'm gonna link down below. It has all the different sizes, 5 feet per size, and it should do all of the vacuum lines. It's got 10 millimeter, which is 3/8, 8 millimeter, which is 0.31, 6 millimeter, 1/4 inch, 5 millimeter, 3/16, 4 millimeter, 5/32, 3 millimeter, 1/8. Now, some of these vacuum lines have oil mist, like around the vapor canister. So you're technically not supposed to use silicone lines, which is what I have, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So I'll let you know how it goes. I also want to pause here and note that if you are not comfortable with the oil/gas mist on some of these lines, then check out my video that I'm currently working on where I go through the entire vacuum and PCV system again, but I only use rubber lines. I use a mix of PCV specific line, vacuum line, and rubber fuel line. So check out that video. I'll put a link when I'm done with it. It will be a shorter video. I won't show me working on any of the lines. I will just show where the lines connect and what SAE size rubber line you need to buy, because none of the line that you will get at the parts store will be in millimeters. So check that out. Then you will have two options, all silicone and all rubber lines, without having to get every part OEM from Toyota, which can be expensive. So stay tuned for that. All right, back to the video. Here's the diagram. We're gonna go one by one here. All right, the first one we're gonna do goes from the air cleaner here to the canister over here. All right, so for this one, this is the 8 millimeter. So the original has constant tension clamps on both sides. So I'm gonna reinstall those. I'm gonna put it on this one, slip that on, get some pliers in this little loom, in this little hanger, this bigger nipple right here. And then you can use a knife or whatever you want. Razor blade. I've got some dikes that I'm cutting the length here. Put your other clamp on. Just give yourself, a little bit of slack. You don't need much. Your clamp on. That's one down. Keep the old ones if you want, if you ever get in a pinch or something. All right, this next one is from the sound deadener to this metal line that passes under the intake manifold.
This one here.
These old ones can be a real bitch because they're so hard. You may have to cut them off, or you definitely need a pick and maybe a knife. Breaking off pieces, jabbing in here just to split it so that I can get it over this like bulbous part, nipple on the line, and get some brake clean up the surface. 5 millimeter. Yeah, it's a 5 mil. I'm gonna give it a nice loop. Cut it just a little long, and then I'll flush up the end. Okay, she needed some coaxing, but that's 2 down. All right, we're over here on the driver's side at the canister, and we're gonna just bust out all these little teeny right angle ones. And for these, I'm gonna use the 3 millimeter. So this next one I'm doing here is this one. The short one with the tension clamp. Comes off of right here. This is the 6 millimeter. It's gonna go on like that, put your clamp on, and then it goes into this green T that has a Schrader valve on it. Tug test. And then this other piece was this one here with this loop on it, and it goes to this bottom. It goes to the bottom on this switch, this bottom one. Do your best to measure. It also had this little foam collar on it, after the green tee. So I'm gonna put that back on. All the way on that tee. Now this next one is right here. Goes from right here down to this metal line here. There's this nipple here, and I pulled this line out so it goes into a metal line, and then there's another section of it that goes down, and you can just see that white barb down there. That's the other sectional line. So it goes hose, metal line, hose onto that white nipple. It's this one. From here onto this metal line, which has a clip here, and then it has a clip here. And then that goes down to that white nipple down there. Mine's a little long. I think I'm just gonna zip tie the slack to like the brake lines, call it a day. All right, the next one I'm gonna do is this one, which has a clamp on it, this foam collar, and it runs through this clip back around into this fitting right there. Hard as a rock. It's just breaking apart, just solid. Get your clamp. I come up and around onto here. So that one went from this top fitting right here, goes under, goes through that clip with the foam collar in it, comes around here. It's got this foam collar here, sleeve. It's got a clamp, and it goes to this metal pipe right here. All right, this next one I'm gonna try to work on is this one right here. It's a shorty. I've got it taped, so it's gonna be a bitch. Let me get all this tape off and stuff. This one I'm gonna do here, this piece, and I have one more piece of 6mm left over that's just perfect. So be precise with your cuts. Be as precise as you can. Let me work on getting this off. It's really hard, just like the other ones. I'll show you just how hard these lines can get. You can see just, if yours are like mine, you're just gonna have to break. I'm using a pick. You could probably use a flathead or just something like this. You're just gonna have to literally break pieces off. Just solid. You can hear it when it hits the floor. Clean those up. Literally my last piece here. Got really lucky. That'll have to do. All right, I took it off already, but the next one here is this little teeny guy, and that's gonna go down to this little diaphragm. So I'm gonna go back to the 3mm. Slips on there. Just gonna push on there just like that. All right, so just to show you again, from here, this tiny line, straight down onto that diaphragm there. The next one is going to be this big boy here, though. It goes right from here to here. I took it off already, this one here. You can hear it. Solid. I'm gonna bust out the 10mm. So yeah, that just goes right from here to there. All right, there's 3 left. I'll show you here. I'll show you when they're done too. I took them off already. But you've got, so here's the top, right? I'm coming over the top. Here's a little nipple here that goes down to this regulator. The pressure regulator for the fuel, I believe. So it's just a little whoop there with the 3mm. Then you got another tiny little pigtail right here. From here to here, just whoop, a little pigtail. And then from this fat one, let me come around. That's another 10mm. This one down to there, you can see it. Comes straight off the back, up and around to there. I'll show you when they're in. I'm running out of battery. All right, I'll show you these last three that are done now. I'm coming over the top again here. It's the regulator pigtail there. When you're doing that, especially when you're taking it off, if it's stuck on there, and when you're working back here, try not to disturb this heater bypass switch or valve, whatever that's called, because these break off right here. So try not to disturb that too much. Here's that little pigtail here. Whoop, right there, boom. And then here's this fat one. Goes on here, comes down, goes through like this little ring clip organizer here that the part of the wiring harness goes through. So I just put it back through it. It's easier to get it on if you don't go through this, but I just wanted to honor that. So that goes down onto the fitting down there. You can't miss it. So that's it. I'm gonna reconnect my battery and then I'm gonna do a startup. So stay tuned. So cheers, time to celebrate, and we'll see how it goes. Just because the other videos and stuff, they don't really usually do a startup at the end, so I'm gonna do a startup. So this will be the first startup since I've done the intake hoses, the vacuum lines, PCV valve, grommet, and its vacuum line, and cleaned the mass airflow sensor. So we do a lot of vacuum and air stuff, so fingers crossed. Cheers. Let me get the key. Hope it doesn't blow up. So she's running. I'll give you an update in a minute. Still running, so far so good. I'll take it to the store tomorrow and give it a good little run, see how it goes. If an idiot like me can do it, you can do it. I'll put some tools down below. You definitely need a pick set and some good cutters. And as far as the vacuum line goes, be careful with your 6mm because I used all of it. So don't waste your 6mm. I have plenty of leftover for. I have just a little bit of 8 left, a lot of 10, and then a good bit of the 3mm. So hope that helps. Subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me. So thanks for watching. Good luck. See ya.